Hello, everybody. Welcome to a really fun Trek on Tuesday that we have today. We are joined by a repeat guest, but we haven't seen you in a little while. Hi, Shanice. Thanks for joining the show.
Hi, Gina. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So, audience, we are so excited for today's topic. It's something you want to be tuned in for because we're talking about one of our fan favorite projects that's super easy to do. And we're giving away prizes that I promise you're going to be interested in. Shanice is really kind of our host today. She's guiding us through this. She is our editor of our how-to section in Scout Life, which you probably read either online or in print each month. And there is a project that has, at least online, ranked in our top pages for a couple of years now. It surprises me. I don't know. What do you think, Shanice, when you think about this project?
Um, I mean, it's not a surprise because I used to do this all the time in school with my siblings. So I'm happy to see it's still pretty popular.
Yes. Okay. You probably guessed it if you've read the description for today. I, like Shanice, made these all the time as a kid. I don't even have to read the tutorial to know how to make them. We're talking about paper fortune tellers. Back in my day, we called them cootie catchers. Had you ever heard that, Shanice?
I have heard it before, yes.
Yeah, I think paper fortune teller is more accurate description of what it is, but it's fun because it's got a little bit of like memory or remembering to fold. It's got counting, it's got spelling,
Yes.
and then it's got fortune telling, super accurate as well. Like I think every time you get a fortune from this thing, it's accurate as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, agreed.
We actually have a how-to here at the URL at the bottom of the screen, go.scoutlife.org/paperfortune. And I am not kidding you. This thing gets a ton of views each week. So what we're going to do today is go through how to make a paper fortune teller. And then we're going to use a paper fortune teller to select a few audience members to have their fortunes told. And spoiler alert, you have a 50-50 chance in this fortune telling game to win something really cool that I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Okay. Sorry, guys. But you do want to stay tuned. You want to tag folks who you think might want to play along with us because we are going to be taking volunteers. We're going to be waiting for answers as we help read your fortune. It'll all make sense in a minute, but I think we should just jump in on the how-to section. What do you think, Shanice?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I actually made one that I have queued up with the prizes. So I just wanted to show you all, I'm not like tainting the results. This is our pre-made paper fortune teller. I'll set this to the side. We'll use it in a little bit. We start with what exactly?
All right, so you're gonna want to have a square sheet of paper, and I know a lot of people normally you'll have an 8 by 11. So go ahead and take those scissors, Gina, and yeah, let's fold the top right to the bottom left corner, and then crease that fold. And also, if you don't have scissors on hand, you can always bend that extra piece and just rip it off as best as you could.
Yeah, I've got scissors, luckily. And if you start with square piece of paper, you obviously don't need to do this. But I know that I've been in situations, many
Mhm.
situations, where I want to make tiny paper fortune tellers at the dinner table out of just like random scraps that I'm finding, when I go out to eat.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just fold it back and forth a million times. Like I fold it like this. Can you all see that? I made this diagonal fold. And I fold it back and forth, this piece back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then I rip it. And it works pretty well, but I'm not going to do that right now just because there's too many eyes watching me. You could also trace a line down where this paper, I know, meets the other piece of paper and unfold it and cut it, but I actually can see a line really well from my rapid folding back and forth. I never have a square piece of paper. I don't know about you, Shanice. I guess if you did origami, you might.
Yeah, no, I never have a square piece of paper either.
Another thing is you want to be able to write on the paper that we are creating here.
Yeah.
So if you had a black piece of paper, you're going to need like a white.
Something light. So I would kind of like stay away from black if you can.
Right.
Or any other like really super dark colors.
Unless you have a super cool white, why can't I think of colored pencil?
Yes.
Maybe. or you could write with white. Well, actually, though,
or maybe
I
a
guess
silver color
silver,
pencil.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
that might
gonna
work.
it's gonna change how you label your paper fortune teller, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Yes. Okay, so the next step, you know how you already like creased it down the middle? So go ahead and form another crease. Yes.
Oh, this is where maybe I'm not following the exact. Yeah, so
Yeah,
folding it.
well, if you would have
in
started
half.
with fold it in half. Because normally, if you already start with the square sheet, you're gonna want to crease both. Like take that top corner, top right to the bottom left, unfold
Oh.
it, take the top left to the bottom right. But it's okay. So once you do that, just
Hold it like this.
make sure you crease that fold. Yes.
Yep.
All right, and then we're gonna go on ahead to step 3, which you open it. All right, you should have like 8 little triangles on the inside. Do you have
So
that?
I don't yet. So what I do
Okay.
is there's 2 ways to do this. And there's the way that we have it in how to, or the way, so you fold it. I want to call it hot dog style, but it's square. So it's the same side, same way, either way. So fold it in
Mhm.
half, right? Then I take that and I fold it in half again, right? So I get like a little square,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then when I open it up, I'm going to have all my guidelines that I need. The other thing you could do, you could fold it in half, open it up, and just fold it in half. The other way, same outcome. I only end up with 4 little quadrants, but I actually think that's all you need. You have this incidental extra line because you made
Those are
it
gonna be the
into a
sides.
square, but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need that yet.
All right. So let's go ahead and fold those corners inward. Yes, towards the middle.
Okay, I have a pro tip here
What is
because
your pro tip?
it's a fine balance on how far to fold these in. Like you really
Mhm.
your gut is to like fold it all the way in, but I highly recommend leaving a little gap on either side of that fold.
And why do you do that, Gina?
Because of the coming step. I don't know. Do you find that you can fold it all the way in and it works?
Okay, so 3 sides will work if I fold it all the way in,
Yes.
but that last side, it does kind of bunch up on one of those corners. So I agree. Leave a little bit of space. It'll be so much smoother
Yes.
for sure.
And you'll see why here in a second. And also try it both ways. It's just a piece of paper. You can refold it in a second. But I say leave just like a tiny gap. Maybe you can see that here. Like there is a small kind of a cross shape being made. So.
All right. You're going to next flip that over based on how 2 steps. Yes. And fold those corners backwards. Yeah.
And then I do the same thing
do you
again.
Do the
It's
same?
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that. Do you do the same thing?
Now, on this one, I think you could technically probably get them to touch, but what you don't want them to do is overlap. Like if they overlap the littlest bit, you're in a pickle. You're going to have to fold a new paper fortune teller. And I can show you what I mean by not letting them overlap. I leave a gap still. Just experience has taught me I'm not a precise enough folder to go all the way with these things. So again, I have a little bit of a gap on all those folds. Does that make sense?
It's coming out pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. So you can go ahead and number them 1 through 8.
So yes, I go with numbering. I do, especially on this. Like I just, go through and number each side, just like in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You could do something else.
What can you do?
Like you could put letters. You could do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You could do anything. Like I've seen it done. People write flavors of cereal, anything really. But you are going to have to be able to like spell them depending on what it is to count. Or you're going to have to find some way to make it, like to do some kind of counting. So for a beginner or just a traditionalist in paper fortune telling, just the numbers. The numbers are great.
Numbers are awesome.
You also, Shanice, could do, if you really wanted to drive people wild, you don't have to use 1 through 8. You could just come up with random numbers.
You could do that.
You could put 140 on one of them.
Are you going to count 140 times, Gina?
No. Well, I would if I were challenging somebody face to face just to make them laugh. But you'll see what we're talking about in a minute.
All right. And now next, you could either write what you want like on the inside of those flaps, or you can go ahead and flip to the back and write. You said you can go with colors, or you can go with cereal. You can go with animals. So what are you gonna go with today, Gina?
I'm going to go with colors, but I'm going to do it in a way like I'm just going to put a dot of the color. So like I'm putting an orange dot, and then I'm going to put a green. What I'm doing is setting myself up to challenge my color knowledge. Will I
Oh.
remember that that is a green dot? Or will I be like, what color is that? Might sound silly, but you might be working with kids who are learning their colors, and this is a fun activity.
This is true.
Okay, so I put an orange, a green, a purple, and a blue dot.
All right. So, oh, perfect. So next, yes, we're gonna open those flaps up, and then you can write inspirational things. You can write, I don't know, clean your bed, like chores or tasks. So I guess today we're gonna just write.
So I already have some secret fortunes I won't reveal.
Okay.
But you have, 8 sections here, and you should see kind of a little bit of a line division where you can write them, but you want to write 8 different fortunes, or
And if you can't, you can always outline it on the inside so you
Yes,
can
good point.
see to split them in half.
you just want to make sure whatever, like if like a fortune is going to align with this number 6, right? That you can open it
Mhm.
up and there'll be something written here that has a fortune. So
Yeah.
I don't know how I want to do this. I kind of end up being more like a magic 8 ball with mine and less of a fortune, or I kind of mix
Mhm.
it up. Maybe it's more like a fortune cookie. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's like a command.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
A reward like watch TV for an hour or something like that. For people who
Yes.
have kids, you can switch it up, make it fun, and make them, oh, you went taking out the trash.
I love this. You could use
Yeah.
it a lot of ways. You could do a chore fortune teller. You could do like a
I think it's a fun
classroom
way getting
task.
exactly. I think it's a fun way of getting, kids involved when it comes to like different things, especially, cleaning up at home. I know that could be a challenge sometimes.
Yes, definitely. I'm also thinking sometimes teachers give rewards, and it might be a fun way to like select what reward they're getting
Yeah,
or something.
that would be awesome.
Kevin says these were so much fun back in the day. Totally agree, Kevin. They're still fun, and you're going to want to stay tuned in because they're about to get more fun. Scout Leader Scott, hey, Omid. Oh, he says, hey, Scout Leader saying hi to Omid. Hello to Omid from us as well. Carrie's laughing at the name Cootie Catcher. Sandra, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Troop 38 and Pack 38. Pack 84 is watching. You know what we need, Shanice?
What do we need?
We need a volunteer who is going to say they want to stick with us for a few minutes here as we tell their fortune. Reminder, half of the fortunes that we have in this Cootie Catcher, fortune teller, whatever you want to call it, are prizes.
Yes.
So if you would like to be our first fortune
And who doesn't like a
seeker,
prize?
I
love
promise you,
prizes.
they'll like these ones. We're going to showcase them in a second. If you want to be our first contestant on What's Your Fortune, comment me. Oh, Mary Lou did it.
That was quick.
She did it before I even said it. But me is the way we will take our volunteers. Mary Lou, or Mary Lou, you feel free to tell me how to say it. The first thing that we need you to do is pick a color: blue, pink, orange, or purple.
And now we are using the pre-made fortune teller. All right.
That's right.
Just to make sure everyone knows.
Yes, very good. Okay, we are waiting for Mary Lou to pick blue, pink, purple, or orange. She says blue. So the way I do this is I have to remember how to spell blue. Luckily, she spelled it for me. So BLUE. Okay.
All right.
Mary Lou, I need you to pick a number 1, 2, 5, or 6. 1, 2, 5, or 6.
You should go with 5.
Ooh, Shanice says 5. Are you going to take it or go? That's not going to be, so we're going to, Do one
You
more
got to count it out one more
tabulation.
time, right?
Yeah. Yep. So 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Marilou, you got the
thing.
same options, 1, 2, 5, or 6. Now, whichever you pick, that's your fortune.
Uh-oh. Good luck, Mary Lou. I'm cheering you on.
Ooh, do you still say 5, Shanice?
I do. I don't know why, but something's telling me 5.
I don't remember what's behind these. Okay, she said 6. She said 6 again?
6. Okay.
Oh my gosh, she picked so well. She
Is
wins
she a
a
winner?
t-shirt. She does. She's winning a t-shirt. Marilou, this isn't just any t-shirt. This is the Eclipse t-shirt for April 8th.
Oh,
I hope you can see
awesome.
this. It glows in the dark. It has the phases of the eclipse on it, and it is teasing our next Tuesday's Truck on Tuesday, where we will be giving away more of these shirts, and we will be having a guest from Scout Shop on with us to talk about the story behind the eclipse patch and the emblem, and we're going to talk about how to earn the emblem in the patch. So next Tuesday is something to tune in for. But today we're giving the shirt away, and we actually have another one of them to give away to somebody who can play our fortune-telling game and land on that fortune successfully. But Marilou, I see a t-shirt in your future. We have a small and an extra large up for grabs. I'll message you, see what you want, and we'll get this shipped your way. Great work. I didn't expect somebody to win on the first try.
I know. I'm happy she didn't listen to me and she went with her gut. And she went with 6.
Well, maybe 5 is also a t-shirt. I can't tell you though.
Oh, what are the odds?
Because, yeah, I can't tell you. Sorry. Maybe if you get to play. Marilou says, I'm a den leader and a scoutmaster. Kids of all ages like this game. Yay! So that's how you know how to do it. Okay. Anybody
you're so
else?
welcome, Mary Lou.
Thank you. Anybody else want to step up and try our magic fortune teller game while you guys are commenting me is how we were picking. I'll show you too. We didn't really finish this, did I?
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't.
My own personal technique is to fold it twice just to like make these creases really good.
A little easier, yeah.
Yeah, and then this is honestly to me the hardest part.
Yeah, because you don't want to rip the paper. You have to be so gentle.
Yes. It's like you're making sure it all ended up working, and it did.
Yes. And it's okay if it's not like perfect because again, nothing is. But I like how it came out.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, I bet yours, Shanice, come out a little bit better. Like you could have these perfectly pointy sections if you actually do fold it all the way into the center. But again, I'm okay with the flat. It doesn't poke an eye out or anything. Our health and safety team.
Yeah. And they're all like, they're not on top of each other either. So
yeah,
that's good.
That's what counts. Okay, Wendy, I see you first. Step on up. Do you want to choose blue, purple, pink, or orange? Ooh. What's she going to choose?
I know. How is this going to work? Is she choosing a different number?
What do you mean? Well, if you can't choose 6. That's a great point.
Yes.
6 is off the table.
Sorry, Wendy.
So, okay, pink. P-I-N-K. Okay. You can right now choose 6. So you have to choose 1, 2, 5, or 6. On this one, you can choose 6 because it is not your ultimate destination. It's not your final destination. 1, 2, 5, or 6. We have a lot of people playing. I have good news for you. You can play this all afternoon. Just make one of these. You can play this by yourself. That's what's fun. You have to make enough of them that you forget what is behind each number. But Wendy is choosing 1, 2, 5, or 6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Different numbers. 7, 8, 3, or 4. What is your final choice in terms of your fortune? Half of these are t-shirts.
Oh, half of them are t-shirts?
Half of these are t-shirts. Yeah. Half of them are not.
I think I would go with my favorite number, but
which is what?
3.
My favorite number is 8. How funny that both of our favorite numbers are out. Wendy chose 3.
She chose 3.
She chose number.
I hope it's there, Wendy. Is it?
I roll all these little fortunes out, and yet both of our first fortunes were t-shirts.
Yay!
Wendy, you get a t-shirt.
Congratulations, Wendy.
You also get this awesome glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. I'll work with you. You'll get whichever size that Mary Lou doesn't pick, but it's an awesome t-shirt. There's a way to either give this to somebody who it'll fit, or if it may, hopefully it will fit you, or I'm very big into cutting t-shirts and tying them and making them fit. So all the possibilities. Again, those shirts glow in the dark. I'm going to be showing you those shirts in great detail next week. And as a reminder, next week, Trek on Tuesday is all about the eclipse. We're going to be giving away more shirts.
Which is coming up April 8th.
Yes, the eclipse
So
is coming up
exciting.
April 8th. That's exactly right. And your scouts can earn the eclipse patch, which is very cool. I think last time it like sold out. So they're trying to work to keep those emblems on the shelf. I know that they've sold out and they've restocked, which is a question that we get a lot. We're going to have
And the patch
somebody
is also glow in the dark, right?
That's exactly right. Yes.
If I didn't spill anything.
No, it's out there. You can look at Aaron on Scouting. That information is out there. You can be ordering those patches now. We're going to talk about how you can actually earn it in your unit. Wendy and Mary Lou, I just can't believe you both won. Shanice, do you want to play?
Yeah, let's see what I get. And I can't
Okay.
pick 3, right?
No
Let's go
3 or
with
6.
purple.
Okay. Purple. Okay, 1, 2, 5, or 6.
1.
1. Okay, 3, 4, 7, or 8. Okay, wait, no 3. So 4, 7, or 8.
7.
If you get t-shirt, nope.
Oh, what did I get?
Tomorrow will be your lucky day.
Oh, hopefully.
So maybe you're gonna
it's
win
an
one
off day.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, or
Yeah.
win a t-shirt.
You're gonna probably win a yeah. What
I'll
did you
take
say?
it. Hopefully it's an off day.
Yeah, like we just randomly get the day off. That could
Yeah.
happen. It's happened
Look,
before.
You just never know.
I don't think it'll be a
Yeah.
snow day, but you never know. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
it doesn't
fun.
know. Yeah, that was awesome.
Honestly, I'm really glad you played because I just was glad to at least read one of my other fortunes.
That
This
wasn't
was
a shirt.
Super, super fun game. Really easy to make this great little unit activity. Could be even I feel like this is a great gathering activity because your scouts, it's often like these things are getting made in school and you're kind of trying to pick up on how to make it in between, actually listen, like your teacher actually talking and leading lessons.
Yeah.
And sometimes with the folding stuff, it's like hard to remember, once you get home or once you have free time. So I think it'd be a really fun activity to teach them. And you all as volunteers are so creative. I think you could find a lot of different ways to use this to incentivize kids paying attention or just being engaged. I don't know.
Agree.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Shanice. What's your favorite how-to?
Oh, my favorite how-to? It might have been whenever we made coasters out of neckerchiefs. That was really neat. And yeah, I was just like, I can recycle this and just make a cute little coaster and, use it at my house.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I think that's on the website, I think.
Yeah, that one should be on the website as well. Yeah. And then the one coming up in the April issue for the eclipse was also a fun one. Yeah.
Super cool. That's definitely my favorite, just because fond memories from 6 years ago when I actually first ever built one of those things. I don't want to say what it is yet, but we'll probably tease it next Tuesday. Also mark your calendars, April 8th. If you are able to, we'll be live for like 4 hours during the day covering the eclipse as it moves across the country. So congrats to Mary Lou. Congrats to Wendy. You all won our first 2 Eclipse t-shirt giveaway items, and there will be more next Tuesday. Shanice, is there anything I've forgotten? Anything else you want to say?
No, just, you guys tune in. Next week is going to be an awesome show. You don't want to miss it.
Agreed. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining today, everybody. We will be back next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central, wherever you're watching.
Are you giving away patches next Tuesday as well, or is it just the t-shirts?
I think we're just giving the t-shirts away, but you never know. The thing is, the patches have to be like earned in some, or like there's some requirements. Not that you couldn't still get them, I guess, if you didn't do those, but ideally you're doing those to get the patches. So yeah, good question. Anything else?
No.
Fabulous. Well, Shanice, we'll hopefully be seeing you back on track on Tuesday soon and on some of our other live shows. We'll also be back Friday for Cub Chat Live, everybody, at 2 p.m. Central. Same place you're watching now. We'll be live again both on Friday and Tuesday. And until then, thanks for playing. Thanks for tuning in. I see great fortunes for all of you coming up. So good luck. Have fun. How to.
Bye.